finally we are on this one last strand. Yeah, let's get finished.
Got a feeling love will give us what we lack. The world is waiting up. The world is waiting half a step beyond our door.
Hi guys, welcome to the channel. It's been a minute and I've been a bit quiet, but as per the title, I'm going to be showing you how to actually do your own knotless braids like so. So let's flip to the next page. Okay, first things first, here's what you're going to need. Number one, of course, your braiding hair. I'm starting off with 6 braids, and then you're going to use this if you like. It's not really necessary, but this will just help define your lines more. Mousse, and I'm going to be using this one by Olive Oil. That's after your braids are actually done, just to moisturize the braids and just lock that moisture in. Olive oil spray to give it that shine afterwards. So I've actually washed my hair and just kind of blew it a bit, not that much, but I blew it a bit because we're braiding it, so I don't really want it that soft. I just want it dried enough for me to plait. So first, the other thing, sorry, I forgot to add this. You're going to need a wide tooth comb, whichever of your choice, and of course your rattle comb. And I'm going to be using the rattle tail end of the rattle comb. And what you want to do is work in sections. This is how I basically do it. So I'm going to first of all draw a line, and I'm using my nose bridge just to ensure that my line is straight. So and we're doing the same for the front as well. Good enough. And after you section this, you want to section the bottom part as well. So from one end to the other. Knot it down into a single, like so. So I've done this part, and then tuck that in. Do the same for the other hair. It doesn't have to be neat because you're just kind of using this, so you're working in sections. Tuck it in a way. So now that that's out of the way, I'll need a working space. I'm gonna start off by just undoing one braid, one tuck. Okay, so we get our one tuck and just remove it. We don't need that. Dust that away. So I'm not cutting this hair, I'm just using it as is. So this is how long it is. Quite long, if I do say so myself. The elastic band in the middle, toss that away, we don't need it. And just kind of stretch it out like so. And I'm gonna get about 6 pieces. I like to make my pieces not that thick, so about this thick. So I'm gonna get 6 of them and just line them up. Okay, now that I have my 6 Now that I have my 6 strands of braids from my braiding hair, I'm just gonna go ahead and start from one. Okay, so you're gonna part your hairs. You're doing the singles the way you normally do with the singles. Separate them into 3 different parts, and then just try twist and turn those around. And once you're done, now here it is, I'm filling in with the braids. Remember that only 6 strands that I separated, so you go in with the first. So you don't have to braid all the way with your actual hair, just braid up to a certain length and then add in. You keep on just adding into the sew in, so it's more like a sew add in. So you add in one there, added one in, and braid that a bit. Add the next one. Apologize, couldn't quite show this. I thought it was actually showing the time I was filming it, but I was just basically just feeding in the strands that I had separated up until I had all 6 of them filled in. Okay, at this point, if you braid as well, you know it's very hard to actually tie the way I was tying. I was kind of like braiding from the back, so I twisted and turned so I could actually braid easily. And yeah, this was just me braiding it. It can take a minute or two. It can take a minute or two just, you know, to have it flowing down, but you have to be patient and just work with it. Patience is key, guys. Patience is key. Work with it. It's patience, patience, patience. And you're gonna be working horizontally because you want each braid to kind of lay on top of each other and to be in a more uniform square kind of arrangement. So you want each square to lay on top of the other square, and you want to work in sections horizontally. So I'm just gonna go in now and just braid a bit, and I'll be back once I move an inch or so, just to show you the progress as we get along. So just repeat the same process, and on to the next one, just like so, almost at the end. But what you want to do for them to come out really neat, you really want to go all the way to the end, all the way. Like you really want to go all the way to the very end. Finally, we are on this one last strand. Yeah, let's get finished. Okay, so we're finally done. So I'm just gonna lock the ends in by dipping this in hot water. But before that, I'm just gonna trim off the ends off camera and probably also dip the ends just to hold it, to lock them in. I'll do that off camera, and I'll be back just to show you the end process. The hair locked the ends, and I actually used 3 bores and a quarter. Okay, so only remained with 2 and half plus, and just showing you this is the final look. I couldn't really play what was playing because there was music playing in the background, and we didn't want to get any copyrights claims, of course. And now we're putting in the mousse just to lock that moisture in for that finished touch. Yeah, there's no edges, guys. There's none. Yeah, I plan to actually regrow them. It's on the way. Been wearing too much of wigs, kind of lost it along the way. But anyhow, I was so generous with this mousse. Just look at me going. Yeah, I made sure like it's all in. I needed that moisture because it's also cold and windy, so it was much needed. And yeah, just be generous, guys. Be generous. I was over generous, but yeah. So just rubbing that in, and just look at how those braids look though. Pretty good. Love them. Let me know what you think in the comments section. What do you think of the color of the braids, the braiding itself? Are you going to try it on your own? And yeah, just patting that in, and usually it dries off. I didn't want to lock it in like with, or lay down with any silk scarf or anything of that sort. I just let it dry out. I'm just putting that mousse in all over my braids, and this is pretty much the end result. I personally loved it. Here I am trying to lay those edges, but clearly we don't have a hairline at this point. Just look at me try to lay those edges down. Clearly we do not have a hairline at this point, but we'll have that fixed in no time. But yeah, this is the end result. Really loved it. This is how it looks. It's not so heavy on the head, you know. I only used 3 and a quarter balls, so it's already heavy on the head, which I like. And the color also kind of complements my skin tone. Love it. Please let me know what you think in the comment section. Do you love it? Would you try this? Are you going to be trying this out? Thanks for watching. If you watched all the way here, bye. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not already.
Well, it's waiting half a step beyond our door. Yeah. And if it's